I'm sure that you all, like me, love the great American outdoors. I can't get enough of the nice pine trees, the nice fresh air, and the lack of cops. But unfortunately, sometimes it be the common man who wishes to do you wrong, in addition to the government. And by the common man, I was done wrong upon on this very camping trip. Me, Adam, Roman, and Roderick wanted to do this big trip into the woods with weed and alcohol. So we planned to go camping at this place that's sort of far away from my house. Far enough away to act a pirate, to be alone and get fucked up at. So you have to drive out of town, up this mountain, and through plateaus and valleys and rivers to get there. But once you get to the top, it becomes a lot of campsites that overlook this really big canyon. We took Roderick's rinky-dink Toyota Matrix, and let me tell you, the gams on this baby, the gams, as in there were none. It took us like 2 hours to get to the top. This car was not built for 4 young, spry boys going uphill. Once we finally made it after sweating in this no AC heat box, there was this fucking tree blocking the road we wanted for the campsite. So we moved that shit, like bam, like out the motherfucking way, bitch, blunts in mouth. So we get done being hot and we throw this tree, pull the car along the road, and make it to the campsite. It's all downhill to our left because the campsite washes out in the cliff drop. But we set up the tent and there's this beautifully constructed fire ring of high rocks that's right next to the edge. We set up the chairs and start working. Me and Roderick get the grate. Roman brought the skillet to rest on top. Adam starts rolling the yada yada, that sugar gabagool into the honey blunt, while my boy Roman gets the playlist bumping. We fry up eggs and bacon at like 9 at night and smother it in hot sauce and start drinking with dinner. We smash Coronas and we pass blunts for a little bit. Before long, the horror and reality of what we had just done began to set in. We had smothered a little too much and my stomach had really began to be a little fucking mad at me. One by one, we got hit by the shits in varying levels. Roman wound up throwing up because of his upset stomach. This unfortunately lasts a while, and I think the septic shock began to set in as we all felt absolutely feverish, from the shitting to the weed to the beers. Our grand night had hit a crash because I was just sacked out. But as I'm getting out of the tent at this time, I see what is clearly light coming from beyond the car. I'm at the tent, so I can't really see what it is from where I'm at. So I walk a little closer to see what it was. It's 5 flashlight beams walking in this cloud of light along the road. And if I wasn't gonna shit before, I was gonna shit myself now. No one in this group was saying anything. It was dead silent. They were coming along the road toward the campsite, and my heart is racing. But I try and be as quiet as I can as I get behind the tent. From behind the tent, I whispered that I saw people with flashlights coming. Roman sits up from the ground and reaches for the car keys, and now we're all sitting up to notice the light all coming closer. The lights reach the car and pause at it. We can see the outlines of like 3 guys peering into the car, but Roman presses the panic button. Immediately, the place just explodes with sound, and in a flash second, those 3 dudes were sprinting away from the car and not coming back. If we had not already been traumatized, we had been by now by the actual fucking trauma. We got all our shit out of the car and packed it into the tent and stay awoke all night until dawn. I guess in hindsight, it would have been smarter to leave and drive away, but we're badass motherfuckers. We wished they'd come back. We were ready to fuck them up. Eventually, I'm not gonna lie, we passed out waiting. But around sunrise, I woke up and poked my little head out the tent and I got out and walked towards the fire pit. I slumped in one of the chairs and watched the valley open as the sun floated over the canyon, and then I passed out again. I woke up like 3 hours later. We all got our stuff and got the fuck out of there. But what we noticed as we were getting into the car to leave is that there was a scratch. These dudes had, I guess, I don't know, keyed the car or something, or maybe it was a knife and they were gonna kill us all. Okay, that's the story. Bye.